friends. It's been a while, but I finally decided to sit down and show you the garden. And as for why I haven't been posting in a couple of months, I've actually decided to make a separate video about that. It's nothing terrible. It's all good stuff, all plant related stuff, lots of projects, lots of content creation, fun plant things. But I think that deserves its own video. But today I just wanted to show you the garden and how it's doing. It's not at its peak yet, but there's still a lot of things that I can show. Right, I'll start in the front yard because that is what looks the prettiest right now, especially this front bed. It has been bringing me so much joy throughout the spring and now summer. It looks especially cottagey this year with all of the feverfews blooming, the roses. This is Benjamin Britten. It's kind of going out of bloom, but it was like full bloom. There are some hydrangeas that are going to come in. The spigelia is blooming right now, which is the little red flower right there. And double Shasta daisies, Sonia. I actually pruned the smoke bush this year, coppiced it to about 2 feet off the ground, and it looked scary. But smoke bushes are one of those shrubs that you can cut down really hard, and I love the foliage. Yes, I will forego the blooms this year, but it needed to be downsized. It was almost 20 feet tall. To kind of echo the smoke bush, I planted some mahogany splendor hibiscus in the front. This is terracotta yarrow. I love this yarrow. It is such a healthy plant. This was sent to me to trial by Darwin Perennials, and highly recommend. Amazing. These hollyhocks I planted last year from seed. They were supposed to be champagne something, but they're now this buttery yellow, which I don't hate. I think it's a very pretty color with all of the color scheme that I have around here. And of course there's more feverfews. So what feverfews do is that they overwinter, and that's when you get that height right there. And these sprouted this year, and there's like 2 waves. This one's starting right now, and then there's going to be another one. That's why I love that plant. It's deer resistant. It kind of blooms all the time. It has that beautiful cottagey look. There are some nicotianas that I planted. Those I started from seed this year. I started a lot and kind of popped them all over the garden. But yes, this is making me so happy right now. And then in the front, I do have some plants that I'm trialing again for different companies just to see how they do. There's a quick view right here. Wanted to show you this beautiful arrangement that I made with the stand that I got at a garage sale last year. I think it was like $10. Amazing thing. And I used it in the house in the plant room, and I had plants on top of it. But this side of the bed needed some height, and this was perfect. And I just put a pot on it, some petunias and some bacopa. Gorgeous. I think you recognize the elephant ear from last year. This is the Thai Giant winner of 2025 elephant ear competition. I'm growing it again this year. We'll see. It's supposed to be bigger the next year. I don't know. We'll see about that. Just wanted to step back and give you a tree update. So this is white oak, which I planted about 2 years ago. I got it from fastgrowingtrees.com. And it's a beautiful native tree, keystone species. We are losing tree canopy at an alarming rate here in northern New Jersey. People just taking trees down, and there's lots of storms. Trees are falling, but nobody's replanting them. So I'm trying to do my best to increase tree canopy, at least on my property. So This is obviously a pretty sizable tree, so this is kind of in this spot here, so it has more space. But I also am trying to add some medium-sized trees like these dogwoods. So if you remember, I planted these last year. These are Cherokee Brave dogwood of Cornus, Florida. And I am so happy with them. They're super healthy. They put on a lot of growth already. They bloomed beautifully this spring, had a gorgeous fall color last fall. You can see just like the shape is so good. However, there was a fourth one right there that we lost due to buck rub. Our buck rub season started super early last fall, and I didn't have the cages, and they just took off way too much of the bark, and the poor thing died. So we got this as a replacement. It's kind of funny because he's a little guy compared to the others. But if you look at the trunk, it's probably only like 2 years difference. So the Cherokee Brave dogwood is one of the faster growing dogwoods. So this hopefully will catch up soon to the others. Now, if you remember, I was planning on doing hedge here because we live in a busy street, and I just wanted it to be a little more private, a little quieter. It is still in the works. In fact, I will probably be doing that in the next couple of weeks. And I got all of the ingredients already, almost all of the ingredients. So I settled on Hixii yew for the evergreen element of the hedge. I still have to get more. I think I only have 8. I think I need 20 total. So I'm just hunting for the same size yews. I think it will be really, really nice. And for the plant in front of it, I will be planting these flowerful hydrangeas. Here they are. This is like the perfect bud stage, and they have a net on because I didn't spray the deer repellent, and yesterday in the night they came through and started munching on them. The funny thing is that I have some smooth hydrangeas in the front yard, and they're not touching them because they're already established. So a lot of times deer will eat plants that are out of the nursery. So like this is fresh growth, some fertilizer. So they really like to munch on something like this, but the established plants, they may leave alone. Anyway, but I still spray all of this. I spray the hostas here because we have a moderate deer pressure. Also, look at that twist and shout hydrangea. I planted that just to break up the hosta monotony here in the pot, and it's just so pretty. I love it. That pot used to have a boxwood, and the boxwood left us. We do have a huge population of bunnies this year. I think we have like 5. The problem is our local foxes have some sort of virus. So we lost a lot of foxes in the last couple of years, and everyone's bunny population just exploded. Fortunately, we have a clover lawn, and that's what they are eating at the moment. So I'll just leave them alone. They are super cute. Now this is one of the smooth hydrangeas that I mentioned that is in our front yard with moderate deer traffic, but they seem to leave it alone. At least now. Sometime early in the spring when they're looking for something to eat, they will munch on it, but right now they pretty much leave it alone. Strip is starting to look really nice, but it is so warm out today that some of the flowers already wilted. The star of the show of the health strip this year is the blue glitter Hydrangeas. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful plant. I got it from Farmer Bailey's as plugs last year, and look at that. Regular Hydrangeas is also looking really good. Lots of pollinators on it. This is Anidara. Right here there's some Verbena hastata that I started from seed. And Franz Schubert phlox, as per usual. But I mean, look at this Hydrangeum. So let's stop right here. Isn't that gorgeous? And wild quinine is blooming already. This combination here, oh, I love it. Little blue stem, Leotris, some Stachys humula and drumstick alliums, regular Hydrangeum, rattlesnake. There's some world milkweed is starting to bloom. The Hydrangeas are in bloom. And the Euphorbia marginata hasn't even come in yet. That is also an incredible plant that is in my house strip. It does seed a lot, but I love it. I mean, look at all of the pollinators. I cannot believe it. Just so gorgeous. There's some Monarda on the other side started blooming, so I think I started those from seed as well. We lost a big viburnum here due to verticillium wilt, so I'm still deciding on what to plant here. And in the meantime, I just have some feverfews, and I planted some Nicotiana that is kind of happy here. I'm having kind of second thoughts about Nicotianas this year. I'll show you why in a second. And this is the woodland garden. As you can see, I did not plant the steppables in between the stones. Well, I planted one, which is doing great, but I actually did that for a reason. It's very important to remove all of the weeds in between the stones before you plant anything in there, because then you're going to have the steppables and the weeds. So I already weeded this twice, and every time it's less and less. And I think I'm going to weed it just one more time and start planting everything up. But I haven't planted much here and there yet, so I'm still looking for the perennials that I'm going to incorporate here. But look at the lilies. The lilies are starting to bloom. And the scent, oh my goodness, so good. So I was considering pulling these out and kind of starting everything from scratch, but I think I'm gonna leave them. They're just so pretty here. And they do amazing around this tree, which is super unusual. These are very, very tall. There's some Sun King Aurelia here too. I do have to work on this area. There's a lot of seedy stuff in here. But anyway, just wanted to update you on what's going on here. Oh, a couple of more things I wanted to show you. So the red buds that I planted, one is doing amazing. I mean, look how healthy it is. It's just beautiful. The other one, however, the top died. So I had to cut it, and now it's a multi-stem tree, which is fine. I'm not complaining. Here, I wanted to show you what I was talking about the Nicotiana. I love the plant. It's one of my favorites. Just so magical, but I think it's just way too hot for it here in New Jersey. And look how sad this looks. When the weather was cooler, it was doing a lot better, but now it just looks super sad. The mountain laurels that I planted in the fall, oh my goodness, you guys, I love them. They are so healthy. I was going to show you the other one, but I don't want to make you dizzy. But they are so healthy. They survived the winter just fine. They bloomed beautifully, and they already put on all of this growth. Look at that. So this is next year's bloom. I am just so incredibly happy with them. Let's do a quick tour of the vegetable garden because it's one of my favorite places in the garden. I had my first cucumber yesterday, which is exciting. There's more coming right here. You can see, just keep going. Love this. Tomatoes are great this year. However, the squirrels and the chipmunks are getting after them, so I had to use those organza bags. They are working so far. I have to cover all of them. I have missed some of the tomatoes here, but everything is super healthy. I fertilized things well this year. Look at this. Oh, how cool. I don't know. Vegetable gardening makes me so excited because it's like the food I grew myself. Been getting a lot of peas. The pea season is almost over because it's getting so hot, but this, I think I have like 4 peas in here, and they've just been doing great. Now, this is where my steppables are right now. They've been hanging out in these vegetable beds, and this is Corsican mint. Look at this. If you're looking for a super low ground cover, this is it. Look at the little tiny flowers on it. I do occasionally see these small bees that are pollinating it. It is so cute. And this is the Irish moss. And then I have more Irish moss here, and all of the thyme. I actually do have thyme somewhere else that I'm planted while I'm waiting for the weeds to go away in the path. And this is part of the garden that I rarely show because most of the time there's nothing to show, but this is my little hemlock forest in the back of the garden. And right now there is this beautiful native oak leaf hydrangea that is blooming. So this is straight species. I got this one over 10 years ago, and it's almost 8 feet. Look at the pollinators. They just love it. So the straight species have a little bit more of an open panicle, which I love. I love that lacy look. Also, this one receives only 1 to 2 hours of sunlight, and that just shows you that they can live in this condition and even bloom. It would have bloomed a lot more if it had more sunlight, but I am happy with this situation. All right, you guys, this is it for today's video, and in one of the following videos I'm just going to sit down and tell you what's been going on behind the scenes in the last couple of months. All fun stuff: content creation, projects, garden consultations, plant stuff, fun. But yes, for now I'm going to try to kind of catch up with all of these videos because I truly miss you guys. I truly miss making these videos and sharing whatever the projects I have going on or projects that I have going on in the garden. So I miss you guys a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.